It's earnings season. Alcoa just reported, and it had strong earnings. They were down, but strong. What's your forecast for the rest of the earnings season?
Well, the earnings were down sharply from a year ago. We're going to see a lot of that. The comparisons to a year ago are a lot tougher. We've been in this economic recovery, as tepid as it is, for a couple of years. The bright spot in Alcoa was they beat estimates on both the profit side of things and on the revenue side. So, they had some slowdown from a year ago. China's slowing down. Europe is a mess. So, you're going to see that from these global companies. Expectations are very low for the S&P 500 for earnings season. People expect, the consensus is for 2.5% growth. If we can beat that, we might get a little carry in this market and we might go higher. Alcoa is up sharply this morning. Obviously the results were better than expected and that gave them a bump. I don't know that we're going to have a runaway blockbuster earnings season, but I do think that expectations have been beaten down a little too far.
What about Best Buy? That's hit the news again. CEO is resigning. Is that company doomed?
Best Buy's in a tough spot. They're caught between Amazon on the one side where, they're selling things cheaper, they're selling them online, people are going into Best Buy to use it as a showroom. And on the other side, you have Apple, which, Best Buy needs to have sort of exclusive content or things to sell. And some of their best sellers are Apple products, which people can go get at the Apple store. Yesterday, they announced that the CEO was stepping down. Later in the day, news came out of some kind of a personal conduct probe. We're not sure exactly what's happening there yet, but the interesting thing to see here will be how can they reassert themselves in a world that, we're over-retailed in this country, we're over-stored. There's too many retail locations, big box retailers, and people don't shop that way anymore the way they did 20 years ago. Best Buy is a great test case. They've seen competitors like Circuit City go out of business. Bookstores like Borders have gone out of business that traditionally were strong businesses and are not anymore. And Best Buy may be the real big test case here for whether there's a future for these type of big box retailers.
I guess so. For retailing, we have a wait and see attitude at this point.
It certainly seems that way, but I think the writing's on the wall that things have to change. We don't know if changes will be successful, but they certainly have to change.